Welcome to ADHD or Life, a couple's perspective. Join us, Adam and Donna, as we navigate the ups and downs of living with ADHD in a relationship. With no holds barred discussions and real life stories, we explore the journey of questioning ADHD and ask, is it ADHD or just life?
Hi and welcome to this week's bonus episode of ADHD or Life.
Hacks and helps.
I'm not calling it hacks and helps, that's ridiculous. What Donna would like me to call hacks and helps, that's not happening. So today we set out the bonus episodes for, I thought, two reasons, and that was to discuss
Nothing, sorry, go on.
the diagnosis journey and any helpful things that we've got to. So I thought today we could quickly discuss both of those things.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. The diagnosis thing, I wanted to talk about right to choose.
All right, okay, yeah.
So obviously I went to the doctors who eventually referred me to the NHS, which I've never heard back from. That's been nearly 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard about this right to choose and everybody was talking about it. So I filled in the forms, I sent them to my doctors. The doctor sent them back and said, we're not paying for this.
Rude.
And I was like, you don't pay for it. The idea is it's right to choose. So you get to choose where you get the healthcare from.
So what is right to choose? What is...
So the idea is that you can apply for right to choose.
Yeah.
The doctor refers you with these forms from Right to Choose, which is available on websites, which I'll put the link for in the comments. So you go to the website, you fill in the forms, you hand it to your doctor, you say who you would like to get referred to.
Okay.
So there's a couple of big organisations. The one I looked into was ADHD 360.
Right.
Who accept Right to Choose, and
but the doctor's got to refer you.
They've got to refer you. You choose to get seen through them, and it's meant to be a lot quicker. So you're meant to get it done in weeks rather than months or years. So I've done this. The doctor came back and said, we don't know what this is, basically. They fobbed me off.
Yeah,
so
I remember that.
They never knew what it was. I never knew anything about it to try and explain. So that was it. It was left.
Didn't they come back and say something about funding as well? Like we don't have the money to fund it or something?
Yeah, that's what they said. We're not paying for it. They didn't understand that they don't pay for it. Yeah. So that must be it is difficult, and it can't just be me that's experienced that. I don't think doctors know about it. From what I've read, a lot of doctors don't know about it.
Yeah.
Or a lot of doctors won't accept it.
And you're not the type of person to fight back at that?
Never, ever. I think the whole thing's flawed because anybody with ADHD isn't going to argue with them because you'll be scared of what people think about you. You're not going to fight.
Yeah.
So I then got the ADHD coach who we had for a couple of weeks. He was emailing them back and forward because he knew more about it.
Yeah.
But still never got anywhere. So at this stage, what I would like to do is put some information on the description about Right to Choose so that people can look into it, because I know that a lot of people are successful with it.
I've seen it come up on a few like Facebook pages that we're on and stuff about ADHD, and I've seen people talk about it on there. Yeah.
And I think it's a much quicker way of getting seen if your doctor helps you.
Yeah.
And if you follow up with the doctor. So that's where I've not done it right, because I've just thought, oh, well, that's never going to happen. I don't even know if my referrals went through for the actual NHS.
Yeah.
So we also says that this was about, what's the word? For...
a brain.
Oh, no. The word for putting it out there so that people know it gets done.
Oh, okay, so...
Oh, my goodness, what's that word? Tell me you've got ADHD with it. Tell me you've got ADHD. Anyway,
we want to use this bonus episode to let people know
accountability.
Yes,
it's accountability.
Okay,
so, there we go. So I would like to make myself accountable. That in the next 2 weeks, I will phone the doctor to see if
referral?
The referral has actually gone through and see where I'm at with that. Maybe find a letter and phone the actual ADHD place, see if I'm in a queue or anything, so that I can tell people more about
how long it's taken, what's the process and the stage you're up to.
And also look into this. Oh, it's a big one though that I'll need your help with.
Okay.
To look into the right to choose thing more and do it properly, and maybe start myself emailing the doctors. I never even knew you could email a doctor. Until he told me. So I think that's mainly it at this stage.
Okay.
Just talking about the right to choose, putting the details out there in case anybody's looking for links or anything, and trying to find out more about it.
Amazing.
Helpful hacks or hints or tips or whatever you're calling it.
Hacks and helps. Okay, what about your medication? So we spoke about medication, but we spoke about the fact that you started taking lion's mane and ashwagandha, and then we've never gone back to it since.
No.
So talk to me about that.
Well, that was cheap, wasn't it? It was
the cheap version.
And because they were cheap, I never gave it my all, and I took them now and again, and I thought, wow, this is brilliant, but I think it might have been the 8 cups of coffee I had along with them.
So, but you've since discovered a coffee version, haven't you?
We'll have to, I can discuss that in my email I've got from a listener.
Oh, sorry, right, okay. Sorry for jumping.
Helpful hacks, and I'm very aware of time. It's the app, isn't it? It's the app. It's time to...
Okay, reveal the app.
I'm basically coming out to
Do you still use
followers.
the app?
I still use the app daily.
Right, okay.
And this app is an embarrassing app, and it's not something I'm proud of. And
no, come on now. Come on.
It is.
Nothing's embarrassing.
It is. Basically, the app is for children, but it can help grown men.
Who've got ADHD.
Who've got ADHD. You don't need to show people the app. You don't need to show them the little pet that you've created with its house and its toys. The app is called Finch, and I seen it on an ADHD group, and I downloaded it, and I'm like, what is this? Like, it's cartoony. It's you build your little pet, and
it's almost like having a Tamagotchi.
It really is. It's like a cyber pet.
Yeah.
That you're feeding it as you doing what you're meant to do that day. How sad is that?
No, it's...
But it's sad, but it's brilliant. It is
the thing is, though, if it helps you and it keeps you focused...
Not only does it help me, I've friended my son on it.
Yeah.
So we talk to each other about it, and he's allowed because he's 10.
but in reality, it's helped.
Realistically, it's just a list. It's a to-do list, but it's a to-do list that vibrates and makes a funny noise if you do all the stuff on it, and it's brilliant.
Well, it's better than me paying you to get your list done. It's free.
So I recommend the Finch app.
Finch.
You don't need to show people it. You can do it in secret at night, and you can put in all the things that you've done, and it do. And your pet can get tartan blankets and everything.
Nice.
But genuinely, it does help the day-to-day stuff. It helps me get stuff done. It helps me talk to my son about it as well, and we're both I'm winning on the streak thing now.
Nice.
I'm 11 days because New Year, new me. And he's just behind me.
Just getting there. Yeah.
But
okay.
Finch app and right to choose. That's the 2 things this week.
Amazing. You had an email?
I've got an email from...
You've got a minute and a half left.
From a listener about the... I've lost it. About the bonus episodes.
Okay, yeah.
So it says, hi Adam and Donna, I was recently catching up on your bonus episode on YouTube, and I found the part about lion's mane so funny. For a start, I hadn't heard of it, so that got me scrolling for a few hours, and of course now I'm on the hunt for some fresh lion's mane. The more expensive one, obviously. Everyone knows the more expensive paracetamol works better. My point of the email today was just Adam saying, during this episode, have you, as the viewers, got any ideas what might help me focus and do my tasks? And he bravely said he would be open to suggestions and would try it. So I'm just wondering if you've ever tried rainbow dust. It is something worth considering, as I am sure you won't be scrolling on Marketplace while you're on that.
It sounds a bit heavy, like as in somebody might take it a rave.
No, so I've looked it up, and since then it's all that's come up on my Facebook.
Okay.
Which I'm buying today. We'll get to that.
Okay.
So
of course.
Says, all the best for 2025. My son loves watching Donna. She is definitely his favourite. In the episode where Donna has her Christmas hairband on, he said, on Christmas, Donna. Kind regards. And they don't want to tell you their name.
No, of course not.
So, rainbow dust, very quickly, I've looked into it, and it is this coffee stuff.
Oh, right, so it's stuff that you've been looking at?
Yes, it's the stuff I've been looking at. It's called rainbow dust. It's all over my Facebook. I'm buying it and I'm trying it.
That told me.
That's my new motto.
To be fair, I've been encouraging you to buy this coffee thing for bloody ages, and you keep putting it off and off and off.
Yes.
So get it today.
Buying it today.
And then let us know in 2 weeks how it goes.
And that's my challenge for 2 weeks.
Okay, smash him.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and send any ADHD good, bad and ugly stories to adhdorlife@gmail.com.